there's a culture of giving back to the community.
It's just been the way that we grew up.
It brings joy to our hearts when we give and help other people. And that joy is probably one of the best joys in life. Pequot Tool was started by my parents in 1981. And we were in the original building for about 8 years and moved here north to Jenkins in 1989. We don't have a product per se, but we make parts that go into other companies' products.
In the early years, we really didn't have a lot to give, but the idea was to continue to give. Just give what you can, whether it be giving help to someone who needed it, for whether it was monetary or helping someone get to work, or just the whole nature of helping people out.
I've been in the Pequot schools for 6 years, and in that time, there has been one organization consistently who has always financially supported activities at the Pequot Lake schools, has supported students coming to their organization and business, and has looked to broaden that relationship with the Pequot school, and that's been Pequot Manufacturing. They have been an excellent partner for us, and certainly have appreciated them in my experience there, but more importantly, what they have meant to our students and the opportunities they get exposed to.
So I grew up in the school system. I have 4 kids. They grew up in the school system, and we got a first-hand look of what it means for the community to help those programs out.
They have provided funding for programs and school activities. For example, we have our Grad Blast every year, which is a community-sponsored activity for our seniors, and they have been a sponsor of that. They've been a very strong supporter of robotics, have supported our program not only in the development and growth, but also in the chance to go to a world competition, and they've done that now 3 years in a row. So they've been very, very generous with funding for programs at Pequot School.
It was all employee driven. That idea that we should give to the food shelf, and this was probably 15 years ago. An employee came up to me and asked if they could put out canisters out of the lunchroom tables to raise money for the food shelf. And I think that first year we raised, I believe, about $800, and then we matched that $800 with Pequot Tool funds, and we ended up giving about $1,600 to the food shelf at that time. And after that, the next year and years, every year following, it has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and it is now raising money for 2 food shelves that we're just ecstatic about.
The Lakes Area Food Shelf exists to serve the people of our community that are hungry. They're food insecure. They need a little assistance to get by month to month. We serve young families, we serve elderly people, we serve people with medical conditions, we serve the unemployed. We serve people that may have temporarily lost their job, or folks that are taking care of their parents and have some unexpected medical bills. Since the advent of COVID, we have doubled the number of families that we serve that are in need. The Lakes Area Food Shelf would not exist without companies like Pequot Manufacturing. The support that they provide us year in and year out is the basis for what we do.
I think if you were to talk to my HR team, they would tell you they're very, very lucky to have the retention level that we have. And one of the big parts of that is our team is engaged, not just in their work, but they're engaged with their community. They're out there volunteering their time. They're out there volunteering their treasures. They're giving to different drives that we do throughout the course of a month or the year. When you see those types of things, you can't help but want to be part of it. And we're lucky enough to have a culture that's in that manner.
Well, I think it's a matter of seeing them show up in multiple capacities. I mean, there's very few events that go on in the Brainerd Lakes area where you don't see Pequot Manufacturer as some type of sponsor or a supporting organization or having key employees that are helping participate in the activities that, or the events that are going on in the community.
To me, it has to do with the people that we have here. How great they are, how great they respond. When the time comes, they step up to the plate, and it is fantastic.
It's not something you do for the recognition. You do it because it's the right thing to do. There is a need out there. We're fortunate to have the ability to give.
They set that example at the tone at the top with the Gorgas family, and then they promote that across the organization to all of the employees and staff of Pequot Manufacturing to be involved and to give back to the extent that they can to help their community be as successful as it can be.
We are so proud to give the 2023 Award in Philanthropy to Pequot Manufacturing. Pequot Manufacturing's team, staff, the Gorgas family are all great examples for all of us of giving of one's time, treasure, and talents, and making a community a better place to live and work. Thank you.